Hello guys and welcome to The Internet Bread, a show where we discuss entrepreneurship, how to make money online, digital marketing tips and tutorials, SEO and more. This is the episode 3 of our 101 Ways to Make Money Online series, wherein we talk about one new business model or a method to make money from the internet in each episode. The topic for today's video is how to make money on Skype or on Zoom or Google Duo or whatever. But since Skype is so synonymous to video calling, or maybe to just keep Skype in our memories as it's been shot dead by this new kid on the block called Zoom. We will discuss all of that in this video, and that's why this video is called How to Make Money on Skype. So my name is Abhishek Yadav and let's get started. The video is broken down into two parts. In part 1, we will discuss on how to make money actually on these video calling platforms, and the second part we will discuss a little bit about Skype and Zoom and the whole situation currently. So let's get started with how to make money on Skype. So the idea is quite simple. Everyone has some skill or some talent which may not apply in the online world, but it definitely applies in the offline world, and Skype is just an enabler to help us connect both these worlds. What I'm indicating is that if you are good at one particular subject, if you're good at math, if you're good at science or anything, basically physics, you can if you enjoy a particular subject, you can teach it to someone. And usually the case is that if you enjoy a subject, you like talking about it, or you like teaching it to other people. And that's basically it about this particular business model, that you have to give online tutorials to people on the internet using the software Skype or any video calling software. Okay, so that's like this is one of the ways. There's another way that I'll get to once I'm done with the first one. So basically you can teach anything, and how I actually got to know about this business model is that back in March I was trying to learn French, and I did a Google search for all these French tutorials near me, and I got bombarded by like around 18 to 20 French classes trying to call me and sell me on their course. So everyone was like having a physical location, but two guys stood out who were like location was a problem for us, so they offered me like an option to get video coaching on Skype. So every Saturday and Sunday I had to tune in for 2 hours, and they'll teach me Skype and charge me some amount for it. And that's how I thought about it. Okay, this is a great model and we should cover it in this episode. And so basically you can teach anything, and that's a great segue that language can be a great thing that you can teach on the internet, because people are wanting to learn languages, but honestly I'll tell you, I am still trying to learn French, but online tutorials don't really help. Okay, you need someone who you can ask things, who you can actually connect with. At least for me, I don't know how you feel about this, but most of the times I think that people will need someone else to give them a hand-in-hand perspective about, or a teaching about how to learn a particular language. So language is one. Second, as we mentioned, like education, basically any of your subjects, 10th standard, 12th standard, if you're doing some particular particular qualification, you can teach that. A particular topic from your let's say trigonometry, you can teach that particular subject to someone who is like looking to learn trigonometry or something. Third thing would be diet. If you're a fitness consultant, if you're a fitness coach, if you are great with your diet, and if you just eat healthy and you want to share it with someone else, just go on the internet, find people who are looking for the same. If you have some knowledge, but make sure that your knowledge, whatever you're trying to sell, basically this is just going to be a call where people are going to actually learn from you. So make sure you don't waste their time and you don't waste their money as well, and you give them valuable information. So if and only if you think that your information about one particular topic is really valuable, and if that's the case, then by all means go ahead and try this business model, and you should anyway. I mean, but just make sure you don't rip off someone with their time and money. So give them good diet plans if you have the capacity. So, and basically any fitness coaching. I have seen a lady on Instagram teaching online Zumba classes, and that I thought was really nice. She does it on Zoom, and that's also a great thing. Like, people are tuning in the Zumba live video call on their televisions or laptops, and then people are performing it, and people are actually charging for it. So just to give you a rough estimation about how much you can charge, the lady that I am I'm talking about, she charges about 2000 rupees for a month of Zumba class sessions. And I guess that's some like a weekly, a weekend class on every Saturday you have to do. So basically, just for 4 classes, you're enjoying your own activity, but at the same time, people are watching you, and that broadcast is giving you money. So if you manage to get around 10 people to pay you 2000 rupees just for seeing you do your own thing and just helping them out with, okay, you're doing that thing wrong or this thing wrong, just about 1 hour 2 hour in a week, that isn't a lot. So yeah, you can definitely pursue this. And for things like language classes, you can definitely charge more. And I think like you get the point by now, but my last example would be if you're a financial consultant, or if you're any kind of a consultant. Basically, if you're a CA, you can talk to people about their taxes and help them out really quick. The bracket in India starts from 500 rupees to 1000 rupees. By the way, you can also get the bracket in India starts about 500 rupees and goes all the way from till 2000, 3000, 5000. I don't know. It depends on your skill and depends on how pro you are at one particular skill. And so that's basically the idea behind this. But now the real question here is that how do you find people who are willing to pay you to get an online class? I mean, this wasn't like a brilliant brainstorming idea, like something new, path breaking, right? You already had an idea that teaching on Skype can become something. But yeah, how do you actually find people who are willing to pay you for something like this? So I have the answer for that as well, and we have around 4 or 5 ways where we can work around to get students for us. So the very first and the most effective one would be to go to Facebook groups. And first of all, when I say Facebook groups, these have to be relative or like genuine groups which are relevant to what your skill is. So let's say you want to do diet consulting, so just go and join fitness Facebook groups. I mean, there are tons of them, and people are spamming in them, and usually people who don't know anything, they are just posting random stuff there. So what you can do is just go to that group, become a part of their community. Don't spam them or violate their rules. But once you spend some little time and you have judged that this particular group has a set of nice people who this group is actually active, and people here actually care about what this whole idea is, like diet or fitness or whatever that group is about. People are passionate there. So just go to that group, make your first post, make an introduction, tell people who you are, what you do, and why are you qualified to be in this group or even to give advice about the given topic. Okay, tell them about your fitness story, how you overcame your weight loss or whatever. I'm just making stuff up, but you get the point. And once you do that, you build some credibility. After that, you just have to very kindly write, I'm open for an Ask Me Anything AMA, and if you have any queries or anything that you want to ask me about the given topic, please feel free to do so, and I'll be happy to help. And once you do this, basically, like if the group is very active, like I don't know, depends on the group, but somewhere around 20-30 people will contact you, and then you actually genuinely solve their queries for free. I want you to do this for like take this incubation period where you are joining Facebook groups, making your introduction, helping people with their stuff. Do this activity for about a week, and this is the investment, okay, that you have to put in this. Basically, Skype is free, everything is free. You don't have to put any penny or any money in this particular topic to make money out of this. But yeah, your time you have to invest. You have to give around 1 week to 10 days to build that general reputation in these groups, guys, and they're kind of comfortable with you. You have solved their problem, whatever the stuff they asked you advice for. You can pitch to them that hey, I can help you get even better at this, and let's schedule a Skype call, and these will be my charges for that personal coaching session. And the selling point at this particular thing is that the session will be one-on-one, so you're getting all of my attention, and the information that I'm about to give you is really valuable, and so on and so forth. So basically, you get the point, and that's how you have to pitch to people. Now, I taught you how to do this on Facebook, but now I'll give you 2 to 3 more ways where you can find these people. So the idea behind this is to go to communities on the internet where people are talking about the given topic, whichever you are like going to teach people. Okay, so now let's take an example for the language community or a consultation community. So go to, like, you can still do Facebook, but you also, I suggest, go to Reddit, which is a great place. And by the way, on Reddit you can make some big money in the same thing. So on Facebook, if you consult Indian people, you can gain around 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, I don't know. But if there are foreigners, I mean, paying $10, $20 up to $35, $40 is no big deal for them, given that your value is, like, the skill that you're giving is really, really valuable. It suffices the whole $30-$40 point. Okay, so it's very basic to charge $30-$40 for online consulting, but when you're giving your very first one, go with 20-25, whatever. So go to Reddit and find relevant subreddits. And once you are in these relevant subreddits, all you have to do is take the 1 week incubation period, help people out, like solve their queries for free, and then make an introduction post, talk about your skill, and give an AMA, basically ask me anything, solve some more problems. And once you have built an enough reputation on the group, all you have to do is solve people's queries and then pitch them your private coaching. Okay, that's the whole point. And this can be done in literally in any category, basically. So you go to a financial subreddit, or you go to a financial LinkedIn group. If you're a CA, there are going to be a lot of people who still haven't figured out how to pay GST or what the whole game behind GST is. Go there and help those guys out, and then just you know the drill, right? So do that, and that's basically it about how to make money on the internet using Skype, Zoom, or any other video calling software. But now getting to the more interesting part of this particular podcast, the thing that I'm very excited to talk about, that is about how did Skype actually fail, and how is Zoom the winner in this race. Skype, by the way, is a 18-year-old company, and Zoom is probably around 7 to 8 years old. Okay, so Skype had a complete 10-year head start over Zoom, and yet how did this happen, and what went wrong with Skype? So let's get started with that. So first of all, Skype wasn't doing all that good. Okay, the brand was really big. It was acquired by Microsoft. It's a big company, great valuation, everything, but users were not happy. Skype had a really bad quality, and I'm sure if you have experienced Skype calls yourself, you must be knowing the infamous blurry videos. So the first 5 minutes, can you see me, can you hear me, the whole drill, right? So that happens a lot on Skype, and usually Skype gives you this problem where people blame it on the internet key. Your internet speed is very low and I'm seeing you blur. And that was the biggest flaw of Skype, and Skype did not do much about it. And the next problem with Skype was it was not easy to use at all. Skype required a Microsoft account after it got acquired by Microsoft, obviously, but to log into your Skype account, you needed to log into your Microsoft account. And if you were new to Skype, you had to first sign up with a Microsoft account, and there they will sell you all kinds of products that Microsoft sells. I mean, basically they'll sign you up for everything. They'll sign you up for Xbox when you came to Xbox Live and stuff, when you came to sign up for Skype. Okay, and the process was too lengthy and too complicated. And I remember back in the day when I used to forget my Skype passwords, it used to be a disaster to get back my Skype password, because I had to first remember my Microsoft password, then do something. Okay, it was all turmoil. Okay, it was haywire. So ease of use was clearly lacking at Skype. And the third one is kind of funny. It's just the Microsoft curse. Basically, Microsoft has this habit of taking good companies and burying them to the ground. And I mean, as bad as it may sound, but anyway, the good thing is that Microsoft is still one of the biggest companies, despite of whatever it does. Their core values are strong, but their main product is actually good, but whatever they do on the side is just basically dies. Okay, so I mean, this happened with Skype. And yeah, I guess you guys can sense a pattern with how is this happening, or why is this thing actually happening. There was no need to integrate Microsoft account, Skype account all within one, connected with the Xbox thing and Zoom. Okay, so that's what they do pretty much with everything. And Microsoft actually did this earlier with a software called Fox Pro. And I know a lot of you must have not heard about this because Fox Pro was acquired by Microsoft in 1999, and this software was the software for building programs and stuff in back in the day. And yeah, that software was also literally killed by Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft shut that software down, and they did not come up with an alternative for it. Okay, so yeah, they purchased a company and killed it. Next thing, I mean, the most infamous Microsoft failure, Nokia. I mean, they literally bought Nokia, and that was a great company. We all know it. We all had Nokia phones. We used to love it, and now Nokia is nowhere. And literally, there are brands, Chinese brands, popping up every day, and they're still making a mark. But the biggest company back in the day is nowhere to be found, just because it was acquired by Microsoft. Windows Phone was a huge disaster. Nokia was a huge disaster and under the hands of Microsoft. Next thing was the Xbox. Of course, I mean, Xbox still exists, but it's just those players who loved the Xbox back in the day when it was not acquired by Microsoft. Those guys are now Xbox fanboys, and they still fight for it. And yeah, that's the whole thing behind Xbox. So basically, Microsoft products, side products, are not all that great. Now moving on to Zoom. Okay, so how did actually Zoom, Skype has given Zoom enough reasons to let it take the first place, and Skype is probably in the third or fourth place now because Google has come up with its new software and stuff. So yeah, Zoom has a very great story actually. It's a really inspiring story about the founder Eric Yuan. I hope I'm saying his name right. It's Yuan. Okay, so Eric basically worked at this company called WebEx, which was a video conferencing software. So Eric has always been in this particular industry. So Eric was an engineer at WebEx, okay, and this particular software used to enable people to do video calls back in the day, and we're talking about somewhere around 2003 to 5. And later on, Cisco, the tech giant, in 2007 bought WebEx for a staggering $3.2 billion. Okay, and when it was acquired by Cisco, the company started to kind of deviate a little bit from its core values, what they were actually trying to achieve, and the product started to get a lot of issues under Cisco. Okay, and Eric was a person who really loved his job, and he loved the software that he was working on, and he always kept fighting with his superior partners and stuff, that we need to do this change, we need to make this better, we need to work on this. Nobody listened to him. At the end, in 2011, Eric left Cisco. Okay, stopped working on WebEx, and Eric was such a team player. He was a senior engineer, by the way. So when Eric left, 40 people left with him. Okay, 40 people from Cisco left with Eric, saying that we want to work with Eric, and this thing is actually broken. Cisco is not working for it, and Eric is now going to build a new software around this. And yeah, he got his 40 people team from there, and that, I think, says a lot about the man, Eric Yuan. And yeah, so basically he started Zoom after he left WebEx. I guess he took a year's break to do the research and stuff and work with people. But yeah, once he launched Zoom, Zoom literally solved every single problem there ever could exist in a video conferencing software. And basically what Eric's first approach was to go to old WebEx customers and solve their problems. He literally, why do you not like our software? Okay, what's the problem with this? And people told them that XYZ were the problems with the software, and he worked on fixing those. Okay, and as soon as he did that, the software was off to a great start. Now, as compared to Microsoft, Zoom also gave a lot of features for free. Okay, Microsoft, when I say Microsoft, I mean Skype, by the way. So Skype used to charge you for doing video calls with more than 2 or 5 people something. Okay, and Zoom comes with an inbuilt capacity in the free plan to do a conference with around 40 people at the same time. Okay, and this has been there from the day one. Okay, and I guess the number 40 may be even higher now. So yeah, that. Now, ease of use was dead clear at Zoom. Okay, I mean, you just need an email ID, and the person does not even need to download your software in the first place. You can even start a Zoom meeting within your browser, and I just need your email ID to start a Zoom meeting with you, and I'll send you a mail. You just click on the link, and we're done. Okay, there is no friction at all. Okay, so ease of use, Zoom has nailed it. And yeah, so basically checking all the boxes, Zoom is now today worth $40 billion, and this is the best time like Zoom is ever having in its life. Zoom now has around 200 million users. Before like this whole lockdown situation, the whole pandemic, Zoom had around 30 million users. Okay, I mean, this is around 6 months to a year before the pandemic. Zoom had around 30 million users, and within a short span of a year, Zoom has scaled to 200 million users, and all thanks to the coronavirus. And yeah, now Zoom is worth $40 billion. Also, a fun fact about Zoom. So actually, Zoom is a publicly traded company, and Zoom stock price saw a 40% hike in April. Okay, like because of this whole quarantine situation, everyone was using video calls and video conferencing for businesses. So yeah, Zoom saw a 40% hike in its like share price, and what it led to was like everyone started to become a smart investor and were like, yeah, I'm gonna invest in Zoom because it's gonna blow up. And yeah, they were right to some extent, but what a lot of people did not realize is that they did not check which company are they investing in. Okay, and there are two companies with the name. One is Zoom Video Communications, which has the ticker name ZM. Ticker is basically just the short form for the stock price. Okay, stock name. So ZM is Zoom Video Communications, is the Zoom software that we've been talking about. Okay, the Skype alternative. And Zoom Technology is another company. I guess it's from China or yeah, some Asian country. And yeah, so this particular country was also traded in the US, and its share price was $3. Okay, and this is completely not related to video calling or anything at all. Okay, these are two different companies with the same name, Zoom. Okay, and by the way, the entire company name was kind of confusing too. Actually, like Zoom Video Communications and Zoom Technology doesn't like, yeah, don't look too apart, right? Yeah, so people wanted to invest in ZM, which is the Zoom video calling software, and people ended up spending their money on Zoom, which is ZOOM. Okay, the ticker ZOOM. Okay, Zoom, they invested in Zoom Technology. So what happened is Zoom Technology, the other company, its stock price went from $3 to $24. Okay, and this was like this was huge. Okay, and a lot of people lost money because all of a sudden this new stock is like climbing up, and the other people who were not aware of the whole Zoom situation and why to invest in Zoom, they saw a signal from the market, and the entire market started to like invest on Zoom Technology. And later on, the SEC broke the bubble that this was a whole confusion, and they did something about it. They sort of dissolve the situation, but that was so foolish of all the investors. But yeah, that was just another fun fact about Zoom and what the company has been doing. But yeah, the company is right now on a 30 to 40% growth, and is projected to grow further as this whole quarantine and lockdown situation keeps on rising. And also, I guess like a lot of people have now realized the whole work from home culture is way better than office. Actually, I'm so glad that I don't have to go to meetings anymore, because meetings are the biggest waste of time, and a lot of meetings can just be an email. I'm sure a lot of people agree with me. And now Zoom may actually be able to create that difference and help like people realize that we probably don't need to meet, we can do it on the phone. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty much it about how to make money on Skype. And then we also discussed about some random stuff about Skype, Zoom technology, and all of those things. Okay, so I hope you liked this segment, and I hope you enjoyed the whole podcast. Once again, to wrap it up, my name is Abhishek Yadav. The podcast is called Internet Bread by Backlink. Okay, Backlink is a digital marketing company. The podcast is brought to you by Backlink. I'm the founder of Backlink. Along with my co-founder, we have been running this company for the past 2.5 years now. We are servicing clients within Mumbai and internationally. We do local SEO. We specialize at SEO, by the way. So, we intend to create a lot of content around SEO and how we make money, how we have been doing our online journey, how it has been so far. So, this podcast is going to be a medium to share it with you guys. And I hope you like this effort and you actually like the content as well. So see you guys in the next one. Watch the previous episode. Last time we discussed Fiverr, and this is episode 3. I'm going to do this for the next 100 days, which is 101 ways to make money online. This is episode 3, and that was pretty much it. See you guys in the next one. By the way, subscribe to the podcast on the YouTube and all of those channels. Wherever you're watching this, please subscribe so that you guys can come back to this content and become a part of our journey. Okay, thanks, peace.